I'm Rob Hartzler, and this is my faith story. I was brought up in a family that was not Christian. We were basically told that Christianity and religion in general was a bad thing, that science was the explanation for how the world worked, and people basically were superstitious who believed in religion or went to church. Approximately 27 years ago, I had a really cathartic experience, and this forced me to make changes in everything in my life. At that time, I was basically given a spiritual toolbox to work from, and I was told that I needed to develop a spiritual life, that I had to have a belief system. I had to believe in something bigger than myself, greater than myself, something that I could have faith in and could rely on. At first, I had no use for God. As a matter of fact, I didn't believe in God, and if there was a God out there, I didn't think He believed in me. And so I had to start believing in something, and I was forced to develop a spiritual life, which started really simply. One of the things I had to start doing was praying, and I had to pray to this power greater than myself. And at first, I started praying. I didn't really believe it, but I did fake it until I made it. And I kind of studied all kinds of religions. I looked at Buddhism. I looked at Christianity. I looked at Hinduism. I looked at all the world's religions, and I compared and kind of got pulled away by doing that, by not having a focus in my life on what I really believed in. As time went on, I started to be able to kind of have a faith in God, and I had a name for it, God. And this led me to kind of search and try to find out who God was to me, and so I did a lot of study, and I did a lot of work on that, and eventually, approximately 10 years ago, I started to put a name to that God, and that was the Christian God, and then I was able to explore and learn about Jesus Christ and make Him my personal Savior. Pastor Fred was pretty instrumental in that. My daughter wanted to go to a Christian school, and I had to have a sponsor, and we didn't have a church, and I knew Pastor Fred from a couple, Christmas services, that type of thing, and I had to get a sponsor, and he became my sponsor to get my daughter into ECA. He said, "Rob, I will sponsor your daughter, but you have to do these certain things." And so one of them was come to church, get involved in the church, and do things with the church. And I wanted my daughter to go to the school really bad, so I said, "No problem, I'll do those things." And because of that commitment, my spiritual life just catapulted. I'm just really truly grateful to have Christ in my life. My life has changed completely because of that.